Our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. Walters. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's out right at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Sheffield. And that is incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, what a juke into space. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the left side. It's Walters. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Walters. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They go play action here on 1st down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Raiders.
On 1st down, Walters. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Sheffield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The Charger drive about to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 36, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We're scoreless after one. It's Reeves, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 10-yard line.
To throw on second down. Sheffield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Looking to throw. Sheffield. Throw left side complete. That's Ellis. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sheffield. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake. Sheffield.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
3rd and long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Sheffield.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reeves. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll try the left side. It's Walters. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off play action. Sheffield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw on third down, Sheffield. Over the middle, complete. That's Walters. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 35.
Throwing on first down, Sheffield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check three. Check three.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
44's the mark. 44's the mark. Check. Go out. Hawk 70.
They'll try the left side. It's Walters. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for L.A. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four yards to go on second down from the 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Reeves. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
24. Raiders 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard
line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a dump off here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Off the play fake. Sheffield. And the catch made by Walters. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Sheffield.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Sheffield.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Walters. On the stop was Aaron Donald. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31.
Off play action. Sheffield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5. And he will not get all the take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
31, Raiders 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Sheffield. He finds his man, complete. That's Walters. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now It's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reeves. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Walters. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big